What's up, plant lovers? Today I'm absolutely thrilled to share with you something truly amazing. I have 3 new philodendrons in my collection, and it's in fact been 3 months since I've had them, and each 3 of these have new leaves, and I cannot wait to show you them because they're growing like absolute champs. And there's something different about these 3 philodendrons. They're boastful, they have personality, and they can actually speak. They're like living sculptures. And today, not only am I going to talk about them, I'm going to tell you the story of these plants. I'm going to share the details about them, and I'm going to highlight the magic of these plants and the hidden details of these plants. Call it the architecture of these plants. Stick around, because trust me, if you love plants, you'll love this video. So this, my friends, is the Philodendron Spiritus Sancti. It comes from Brazil in, I think, Spiritus Sancti, which means Holy Spirit. And that's where you get the naming of this plant being the Holy Grail of philodendrons. It is critically endangered and at one point was highly sought after and extremely rare. But because of tissue culture, it's now more readily available to us all, even though it is still pretty rare. So I've had quite an easy time growing it. I did drop it, that's why there's this hole here. But let's get into it. These have a lanceolate elongated leaf. Lanceolate means sword-like, and it's an elongated sword. This has amazing leaves with a sort of glossy texture with a subtle sheen in certain light, which I hope you can see. What's so nice about these plants is, although it's juvenile, it still expresses a lot of the qualities that the more mature plant has. What you can see is the newer leaves, petioles, have like a reddish to green gradient. And as the leaves mature, the petioles change color, which is, I think, absolutely fascinating. They have a pinnate venation with a really strong midrib. The midrib is the central vein that it's got right in the center, and you can see this is quite strong and boastful. And as this plant ages, the leaves get incredibly big. They get up to 60 centimeters or 2 feet in length. Okay, this is a hemiepiphytic plant with a climbing habit, and it actually has arrow roots in order to grab on something to climb vertically. And that's how the leaves will mature. This leaf shape to me is so unique and give it a real architectural elegance. It has a deep green emerald color, and as the leaves mature, the leaves do darken into a really striking, elegant, dark emerald green. This is the Philodendron Choco Red from the Choco region in Colombia, and the red part is where it gets its name from. It is really popular among houseplants for its stunning foliage, and the one thing about this plant that strikes the most is its contrasting colors with its amazing foliage. It has a cordate shaped leaf which is heart shaped, and you can really see that here. What's so nice about these plants is the venation over the leaf and the gradient and contrasting colors that it has. It has amazing red textures and leaves and leaf colors here behind the leaf, and at the front of the leaf a very deep green with obviously the white venation with the strong central midrib. The leaf texture is a very velvety texture, and this gives it quite a classy look. The petioles are also something that are quite cool. When the petiole is still new and coming through, it's a strong red color, and I guess as it matures, it becomes green again. There is some indumentum on the petiole. It's these small bumps that are on the petiole. It's also a nice, interesting element that the plant does have. By far, with this plant is the beautiful leaves, and these leaves also, again, they speak and they get really big. They get about 60 centimeters or 2 feet when they mature. It also does have a growth habit and a climbing habit. And as the plant grows, it can really push out these bigger and bigger leaves. So this is something that most definitely needs a moss pole, and it will soon be getting one. And as it climbs, the leaves are just going to get absolutely gigantic. I love this plant. It was really on my list for so long, and I've had no complaints. It's been growing like a champ. Like I said, it has actually sprouted 2 leaves since I've had it, and I cannot wait for this plant to get bigger, and I'm enjoying it so much. Okay, last but not least, this is the Philodendron Patriciae. Gets its name from, I believe, the wife of the botanist who identified this name. I think her name is Patricia or Patriciae, something like that. This plant again is also extremely elegant, and although the smallest of the three, it can get the biggest leaves. These leaves can get up to 90 centimeters or 3 feet in length. And as the leaves mature, down the central midrib, the central vein that it has like a ripple or wave-like texture, which is a really fascinating and stunning feature that it has. And you can't see it right now as it is still very young and a juvenile, but I can't wait to see this. It is also hemi-epiphytic with a climbing nature. Again, all three of these will love a good moss pole. And what's so nice about these plants is as the leaf matures, the leaves really hang down and cascade downwards, which really is very sculpture-like and again, really cool. Another also awesome thing is when the new leaves come in, they have a reddish hue and then they eventually turn to green. So I don't know if you can see here, but there is a little bit of red in this new leaf, and the old is still very green. This leaf shape is what we call a narrow elliptic to lanceolate shape. So lanceolate, the sword shape, elliptic is your more oval shape, and it is quite narrow. Again, an amazing plant to have in the collection, and I cannot wait to watch it grow. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it and got to learn something new. And if you've learned anything new in this video, please give us a like down below, and I will see you in the next one.